How are you guys doing? So I guess Martin told you I'm sober now. So yeah. Hey, we're supposed to celebrate each other. We can't celebrate independence. Anyway, yes, I'm Ray. I'm your ray of sunshine this evening.
Ray of fucking sunshine.
Yeah, that. I've noticed there's an ongoing theme here, which is broke, which is about nail on the head, yeah. But before I start, I feel like I have to put out a small disclaimer, which is unnecessary but necessary. It feels like comedy might be a career that you actually have to kind of excuse or defend yourself or justify yourself. And a lot of people are not following me, but, we'll get there. People tend to get offended, or start to heckle and stuff like that. And I thought it was pretty straightforward, You're going to stand-up comedy, you pay, people jokes, you laugh, you go home. Yeah, but I'll give you a scenario, all right? Yeah? You're in a club. Music comes on, yeah? Music comes on and you're bumping. This is probably not how people dance in the club, but this is me. This is what I'm going on. This is how I know, right? And the beat comes, and it comes heavy. You know that bass, that poof, poof. And everyone's popping like, yeah. But then the lyrics come in, and they'd be wild. It'll be something like, I F'd your B and then A with my big D. Then went to your mama's house and shot her, and sodomized your dad. Everyone will just be like, but the beat's heavy though, eh? But the beat's heavy. Lord forbid I make one joke about how Malawians mix their L's and R's. And I'm the asshole. Everyone starts getting offended, yeah? Well, sorry, Grolia, take that outside. Yeah, but anyway, on that note, we'll talk more about Malawi.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, independence, right? 61 years. Rumor has it, 61 years of independence. We asked, we want to run our own lands, have our own government. And the colonizers were like, okay, but miss us. And the Chiwanda we have as Malawians, that Matama. Pitani. And they're like, you're going to want our electricity, you want our imports, EIE. We've got sun, we've got maize, we'll be fine. Not but half a decade later. Yeah? 4.5 years to be precise. Mr. Banda himself calls our melanin deficient friends. Yo, Copenhagen. Why you say? We got a beer plant here. We'll give you 100 years. No competition. Monopoly. Yeah? And they came through. And they did not even fulfill their 100 years.
Not even
49 years. Not even half. When they told the French, come in. Come. The ground is slippery, guys. This economy is not friendly. I asked my cousin the other day, I was like, yo, can you spot me 3,000 on Airtel Money? I'll give you this evening. She sends me a screenshot and says, I've used my last 50 kwacha on Aviator to try and get 1.5 for a bundle. So I'm saying you're using your bundle and your last 50 to procure a bundle. There's withdrawal fees, guys. This does not sound economically sound. It does not. But as everyone has said, this economy has humbled people. Yeah? It has humbled people. And you know it's real when people start complaining in vernacular. Yeah? I was in Chipiku the other day, and I'm passing an aisle, and I saw a certain expat, and she shouts, "Ee, abale!" If an expat who gets paid in Forex said, "Ee, abale?" "Ee, abale?" I just went past that. I said, clearly that aisle is not for me. And I just kept walking. I said, all right, let's see. And I've got a basket, because we do not have trolleys. We cannot afford trolley shopping. And I'm there, I'm shopping by price. I go to the next aisle, and there's a gentleman. He's got his trolley, and he's got his kid, the toddler, sitting, in the trolley thing. And I stop for a second because I can feel that there's going to be an episode that I don't want to miss here. He picks up a packet of diapers. He looks at the price. He looks at his child. He looks at the price. He looks at his child. Then he looks at the man upstairs looking for morality, seeing if there's a compromise or a loophole, and shakes his head. And he just throws the diapers in the trolley, and starts going reverse gear. I know this scene is not over. My basket is still empty, but I need to see what happens. So now I start following on this end of the aisle, he's there. So I'm following him to see what happens. He goes by the fridges, takes his 6-pack of imported beers, puts them back in the fridge, and gets domestic. Looks at his child, shakes his head, goes back to toiletry, takes his Nivea, puts it back on the shelf, and brings the 2-in-1. Shakes his head at his kid, starts mumbling. This motherfucker here, I used to shit in towels. Before I came out, okay? This motherfucker wants diapers? Huggies?
Oh my God.
Right then he knew why his wife had sent him to that shop. He had to see for himself. Yeah? No, it's trippy. Everyone's compromising brands now. Yeah? And it's lovely to see, you know. You used to go from buying carton milk to then buying packet milk. Now you're buying the powder sachets, you know. you went from butter to margarine, now Blue Band.
Blue Band.
And notice, Blue Band is the only brand I've mentioned thus far. Because clearly it's not a butter, and it's not margarine. I'm not sure. That motherfucker's a spread. That's struggle in a container. but let's be honest, it goes down. On that fresh piece of toast, by mistake on purpose, you'll have 6 slices of toast with some tea, yeah? If you're not careful with yourself, yeah? Yeah, man. But it all doesn't really bother me, because I've always been broke, so this is just another Tuesday. So welcome, guys. Come to me for more advice of how to, you know. But the best that I love to watch are the people who try to save face when compromising brands. Everyone here with nieces, nephews, or kids knows that they hate going shopping with nieces, nephews, or kids. They make everything take 20 times longer and 5 times more expensive. But nowadays, they be bringing their kids to do the embarrassing stuff, right? They'll come and then they'll tell their 7-year-old who's incompetent, who had a crayon up his butt yesterday to see if he poops red, to go and find a packet of milk, which is powder, because they can't be seen, you know, pulling up in a Range Rover buying sachet milk. So the kid looks at it like a game, runs to the aisle, yeah, to buy the sachet milk. Mom, how do I know if it's milk? If it's powder and has a cow on it, it's milk. Go find it. And now they have the whole shop looking at this ratchetness, and they be like, yeah, I know. You know, Miss Peary from down the road. Yeah, they went on a play date, and for tea, they were given powder milk. Now my kids just want powder milk, so I gotta. You just threw your 7-year-old under the bus trying to save a penny. But that's not it. You go to you continue your shopping, yeah, and you find some Lifebuoy there, and there's a promotion, 10 bars for the price of 1. You put that in your trolley, you get to the till, and now you throw your husband under the bus. Nobody asks, nobody cares, you just do your thing, and you're offloading your stuff like, yeah, this Lifebuoy, my husband, his, breaking out, his skin is getting a little rough, we think it's the clothes, like where he walks, so you go, no one cares, woman, keep it pushing, you're broke like the rest of us, keep it moving. But you're still not done yet, because you gotta get home, and you're unpacking the stuff now, right? And your husband's looking, and seeing brands that he only saw when he was a child. Back in 1920, he thought he had moved past this. You're driving a Range Rover. Yeah? Like, why do we have Blue Band and Lifebuoy when you're driving a Range Rover? Right? And we've all heard this line. As kids, we didn't understand it, but this is now as adults, we appreciate it, and we've all heard it in one way or the other. It's the same thing. You put water in the powder milk, it tastes like every other milk. No, it does not. I will tell you how it's not the same thing. Yeah? You can go to work in a minibus, Yeah? 18 other people in the 12-seater. There's a bag of onions, a kid coughing on you, yeah? Compared to getting to work in a Prado with AC and recliner seats. You get there, right? But I tell you something, it's not the same thing.
It's the same thing.